Alright, tonight I'm making manicotti. I guess a few weeks back, Meg was in. I guess around Thanksgiving time, Meg was in. I was trying to think of something that I could make that, we could share together that would be something she can eat because she's a vegetarian, something I'd eat because, usually vegetarian food's not first on my list. So I started to research this and came up with an idea I wanted to try. So I made it for the first time and it turned out, man, it rocked. So Meg liked hers. Mine was really good. So anyways, I figured I'd make a video on it, show you how I do it. Now I'm going to use just store-bought sauce. I like to make my own, but I'm getting ready to move and I don't want to make a pot of it and have to transfer it. So once I get where I'm going, then I'll make some more and use that. But anyways, use your favorite sauce, spaghetti sauce. I'm going to put some mushrooms in it, some Italian sausage. I've got the sweet kind there. And then some ground beef. That's 2 pounds of ground beef back there. I'm not going to use all that. I'll probably use half of that, maybe a half a pound. I just want to stir a little bit in with that Italian sausage. And then some ricotta cheese. That wouldn't fit in there, so let me put that on there now. Some ricotta cheese. Then I got some Parmesan, I've got some mozzarella, and I've got some mozzarella provolone mixture over here. So let me get some things set up and I'm going to cook up the ground meats, get that done. I'm going to get the noodles boiled. Excuse me, you just make the noodles according to the directions on the box, and we're going to want to brown the meat and the sausage. So let me get that done, and I'll bring you back. So just to bring you by here and show you, I used a pound of that Italian sausage, ground Italian sausage, maybe half a pound of hamburger with that. So about a pound and a half of meat mixture is what you're going to want in the end. And I like the beef and the pork mixture. So anyways, all we're going to do is just fry this up in this pan and crumble it up. Chop it up like that when we're cooking it, and then drain the grease off of it. So once I get that done, I'll bring you all back. Alright, this is the heart of it. Here, this is the filling for the manicotti. Anyways, we're going to use, probably 3/4 of this. So you got that in there. Now I forgot on the recipe list, I forgot several ingredients. One is an egg. So 1 egg. We're going to add those mushrooms. This is about half those mushrooms that were at the beginning of the video. I just chopped them up fine. Again, you got to stuff them inside of the pasta, so it's got to be small. And then we're going to add, probably a cup and a half of mozzarella. And then probably about the same of Parmesan. Then, that Parmesan wasn't salty enough, we're going to kick a little extra salt in there. Pepper. A few shakes of pepper. And then I've got this, I use these grinders. I wish I had big ones, but let's put a few twists of this in there. And the most important ingredients that I almost left out is garlic and onion. So let's throw a little garlic powder in there. Depending if you like garlic or not, little or a lot. And the cool thing about this, several cool things about this recipe, but one of the cool things about it is that it freezes well. So you can make a big old batch, put it up, and then you can have it for lunch or dinner. Pull it out, get you some fresh bread going, and make you a good dinner. But we're going to mix this up. And right now, the other thing I was going to tell you too is up until the point of where we put the meat in this recipe is vegetarian. So for those of you watching what you're eating, this is a good way to eat a vegetarian meal. Even without the meat, the stuff's still real good. So anyways, let me get this mixed up, and I'll bring you back, show you how we get the stuff inside the shells. Here's a tip. Spray that pan really good, because this stuff it'll stick on there. It'll be hard to get off. So use your favorite non-stick. I use this glass baking dish here. And then we've got the filling over here. So let me readjust this camera. Get over here and show you how I do this. Also, the noodles, you want to put them on something like aluminum foil because you don't want them to stick. But make sure, well, this one's splitting on me. There you go. Here's a good one. So you see, you get the noodle. Trying to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. You just get it, and you get some of this filling on a knife. Push it down in there. Every now and then, tap it down. May have overcooked the noodles a little bit. That's why they're not as firm as I need them to be. They're splitting on me. But anyways, you keep pushing them down. When you get as much in one end as you can, you flip it over to the other end. You see? So this is obviously going to take a little while. So let me do this. Let me get these things stuffed. Don't overstuff them. Use your hand as kind of a gauge to hold the outside. But when you get some in there, they're not as fragile as you would think. So it's not that big of a deal. But anyways, once you get them done, then we're just going to lay them over here in the pan. So let me get these things stuffed up, and I'll bring you back and show you what we get before we go on to the next step. Alright, as you can see, I got them stuffed right here. These were splits, so I'm not one to waste. I figured out a way. They look like banana boats or something, but they're going to be good. So now, up until this point, this is vegetarian. So, stop right here, add some sauce, you're on your way. But, you know, that's not how I'm going to do it. So we're going to take this ground meat now. Put a nice layer of that on there. Then, just for a little added kick to it, just because I can. Let's do this. Let's throw some pepperonis on there. Just wherever. It's going to give it some nice flavor in there. The oils, the essential oils of the pepperoni and the seasonings. So there we go. So you got that. Now we got our sauce. I'm contemplating how I'm going to heat this sauce up because it's not going to have enough kick for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out by putting a little bit on here. Okay? And then, I really don't even know what this stuff's called. It's called, I know you've seen it. It's chili sauce. So I'm going to take and shake that up. Now be careful, because this stuff by itself is hot. But when you put it in some, it's not too bad. So we're going to give this a nice shot of that. And put the lid back on this sauce. And the reason I don't want to use hot sauce, because I don't want the vinegar in it. So give this a nice shake. Try not to get stuff all over. And then just pour it on here. Alright. And again, being honest with you, because you know that's how I am, one jar is not going to be enough. What we're going to need to do here is put another, maybe a quarter jar on there. Okay. That looks like that'll be good. And then we're going to take the rest of our mozzarella over here. Probably another cup and a half of mozzarella. mozzarella. Throw a little Parmesan. Put that on there. Look at that. Oh, you wait. This stuff will knock your socks off, I'm telling you. Just for good measure. A little more of the mozzarella. Alright, so we got the oven on 350. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil. We're going to put it in the oven. We're going to cook it for about 30 minutes covered. Then I'm going to pull it out. I'll show you what it looks like, but then we're going to put it back in about 10 or 15 minutes uncovered. So when it comes out from the first time, I'll bring you back, show you what we got. Alright, I just pulled it out of the oven, 350 for 30 minutes. Pull this tin foil off. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 10 minutes uncovered. So when I get it back, when I get it out, I'll show you again. Alright, there you go. Not too shabby. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to kick the oven up to 425 and make me some bread. And let this cool down for a minute. And we'll come back and do a taste test on it. Boy, I'll tell you, that smells good. I cannot wait for that. Alright, I'll be back with you. Alright, there we go. Serving of that. Got a nice little house salad here. Not much, but something to add with it. And then, of course, you can't have something like that without some good... It's frozen bread. I buy that Pepperidge Farm stuff, but it's quick, it's easy, it's pretty good. We'll see how this turned out, though. Boy, it smells good. I can tell you that. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love Italian food. And that is good. And it's something I don't order when I go out because, I'll be honest with you, when I go out, if they have it, veal Parmesan is what I get at an Italian restaurant. If they don't get it, for some reason, I don't ever, Manicotti's not on my list. So I'm glad I can make it at home. It turns out good. Freezes well, and it's a good hearty meal, especially in the wintertime when it's cold. So give it a shot, and let me know how it turns out. I appreciate y'all watching my channel and supporting me. Thanks. Have a good night.